Symbiosis Institute of Business Management, SIBM Pune, came out tops in the Business Line on Campus Boardroom Challenge 2020 finals at the end of a grueling three-stage competition. SPJIMR Mumbai was the first runner-up, while IIM Bangalore finished third. Trio of Rujita Arundekar, Asim Raje, and K. Vijit bagged the coveted title of CXOs of the Year.
Uh, what did you think of the three-stage competition? Rujita, you go first.
So I think the competition was extremely unique in the sense that at every stage we had to bring in different skill sets. So starting from the initial screening round, so that was like an aptitude sort of test, and moving on to the semi-finals case, that was something that had to deal more with number crunching in general, and it was like a close-ended case, is what we felt. We had a specific, definite goal in our minds, and we were working towards achieving that goal. So our focus was a lot on the numbers that were associated and given to us within the case itself. Again, moving on to the final case, I think that was a very, very open ended case and required extensive research on everything about right from the problem that was given to us to the users that we were targeting to the existing initiatives that were happening in the mutual fund market. So I felt that all of the three rounds had a very different set of learnings to offer to all of us, and we thoroughly enjoyed each one of them. I think.
Yeah,
go
so
ahead.
the best part about the boardroom challenge when compared to other corporate B school case study competitions was the fact that we got to don the hat of a CXO. So usually in any case competition, when we are presenting our idea or solution or recommendations, we tend to be half-hearted in the sense that it might not be entirely perfect or there might be some discrepancies here and there. But here, when you take the position of a CXO and along with the team, you need to present to the board, you need to be through and through with your research, and you need to fight it out for your pitch as well as the explanation which needs to be given to the panelists when they're probing you around the different loopholes. So that way I believe it was a great learning experience, this CXO.
Asim?
Yeah, in terms of the three stages, the first stage was actually very interesting because it was like in 1 hour we had to give the most correct answers, and there were different kind of questions. So I felt it was more about how you manage the time and how you finish it within the specified time. So that was a skill set tested there. In the semi-finals, more than anything, I think it was the number crunching part and the ideas, how smoothly you are able to present the ideas. And in the final mutual funds part, it was how you combine all these various aspects into the together and create a solution which you are able to present to the jury in a convincing way. So in every stage, a different skill set was tested. That's what I would like to say.
So, how did you prepare for? Did your preparation was very different for the semi-finals and the finals? Yeah,
I'll
you go
go for
ahead.
this one.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so I think it wasn't different structurally in terms of the case study. Like we said, the case studies were different, but as a team, we approached the problem in a very similar manner, starting with the sort of understandings or multiple readings of the case studies that were given to us, and then we moved on to actually research about the problems that were like in the semi-finals. That was a very specific problem, so we had to do specific kind of research. But in case of the final case study, it was a different problem. So an extensive research time was required for the final. So I think that was the differentiating factor. But as a team, I think our approach was pretty much similar. So we read the case multiple times, went out and did our secondary research. We also involved ourselves into the primary research aspect. And post that, we brainstormed a lot. I think we spent the most amount of time in brainstorming the various strategies and ideas that we could come up with. So I think it was a mini boardroom within the three of us itself before we could actually go and present to the board. So yeah, I think structurally we were still similar for both the semifinals and the finals. But then yeah, the case studies had their own bit of differentiators.
The judges felt like you guys went beyond the brief in the finals, and they felt like that set you apart from the other competing teams. So, why did you think that was important? Why did you decide to incorporate
more than what was asked of you? And was that a collective decision that all of you took together before you went in for the finals?
Yeah, so I'll go ahead first. Yeah, so the first thing that we did when we looked at the case about mutual funds was that we read it 2-3 times together and individually as well. And what we understood was that there's a lot of different data points here, but it's a huge task to actually get that many new customers in, so that many new investors in. So we as a team felt that it was not easy just with the given data that only women and millennials might not be enough to achieve the numbers that were required. So we cast our net even further, and we understood that any problem can't be your solution should not be restricted just to certain things. When you have to think about a problem, we have to think about it from a holistic perspective, and there we felt that there were so many other opportunities in the different segments as well, like I said, in tier 2 tier 3 cities and in the elderly segment, that those were not something to be missed out on, and we felt that they had to be incorporated and we had to present them to the jury. So we went for those as well.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I think for me as well, what happened was it wasn't really a conscious decision before we had started our research that we wanted to go beyond the brief. I think once we started reading about stuff, so many exciting things and new areas came up in through reports or through the excess reading that we had done. I think those were the reasons probably we thought of incorporating the entire thing into our brief. It wasn't like we wanted to look out for something apart from the brief as well, but as and when we started researching and delving deeper into the problem statement, I think these important aspects came out and something that we really wanted to present to the board as a solution.